Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night Natural Solutions workshop. My name is Jules. I'm super excited to be here and talk to you all about the different natural solutions that we have and how when you start to use them and implement them into your life and into your family and into your day-to-day, they will help you up-level your baseline health. Super excited about that because I think that is what we all need to be doing. So here's a quick rundown before we start. We're going to try and keep it on schedule and be as prompt and as quick at going through this as we can. So if we do go fast, please have a pen and a piece of paper there so that you can take some notes. Feel free to ask questions within the chat because there's lots of people here that can answer those for you as well. Let's see, there will also be QR codes, so you can take some screenshots of those QR codes if you want to. Then you can go back to and click on those, and that'll tie you into everything that we talk about here, and you'll be tied into that even at the end of the class for any other upcoming workshops as well with those QR codes. So let's start with getting to know one another. I just introduced myself. I am Jules. I am here in Discovery Bay, California, and I hate the fact that it is 5:30 at night and it's pitch black outside, but we had a 60-degree day today, even though it started out pretty darn chilly. So that's where I am. This is where I love to be, and I would love to see in the chat if you would introduce yourself, let us know who invited you, and let us know where you're coming in from. Because that's always fun to see. We have people usually that join us on these literally from West Coast to East Coast and everywhere in between. So let's see where some of you are coming in from. Nevada, perfect. Lakewood, California, I love it. Okay, Whittier, California. Okay, we're West Coasters right now, represent. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on. What I want you to know is that we're going to look at tonight in this Natural Solutions workshop, we're going to look at different health approaches, what creates disease, or as I like to say, dis-ease in the body. And we'll dive into some really simple but really important personal assessment tools that you can use. And we'll also look at some natural solutions to help elevate our overall wellness. Sarah, thanks for running my slides. First of all, I do have to say that. So we're going to look at two different approaches tonight. We're going to look at the modern approach, and that's where we're going to start. And this approach focuses on managing symptoms. That's it. It's kind of like a Band-Aid. We manage these symptoms, and often it comes, that managing comes with using synthetic drugs that we know have side effects, and some of them are even unknown, but we know they come with a long list of side effects. So here's some startling facts to this modern approach that I think are worth sharing. First is that the US consumes 75% of the world's pharmaceuticals or the world's prescription drugs, but we only make up 5% of the world's population. So we're using far more than anybody else. And every 19 minutes, someone in the US dies from an accidental overdose of prescription meds. Now, these are FDA numbers that I'm sharing you. These are numbers that our government knows are happening. And then also, our FDA estimates that 200,000 Americans are hospitalized every single year because of overdoses and negative side effects of over-the-counter products like Advil, ibuprofen, and aspirin. These products are also the cause of thousands of deaths per year. In addition, just another little fact from our FDA, we know that more than $6.5 trillion is spent every single year on global healthcare. But we have to ask, is this modern approach really making us any healthier? I say no. So what creates disease in the body, or again, dis-ease? There are three main factors that we know are really, really influential in our overall health in creating that disease. And that is nutrient deficiency, inflammation, and toxic overload. So nutrition is vital for our immune health, and most of us lack essential nutrients. Take a look at some of the common vitamin and mineral deficiencies that are on this slide. outdated nutrition guidelines and processed foods contributing to energy slumps, brain fog, digestive issues, and more. It's what's happening because of these deficiencies. Poor nutrition is a key cause of poor health. Chronic inflammation, which was the second reason for dis-ease in the body, it's often referred to as the silent killer. It's linked to many, many diseases, and it's often caused and continually fueled by hidden sugars and highly processed oils, processed foods that's in our diets. And the third place that causes dis-ease is toxic load. Research shows us that environmental toxins, especially those found in our household cleaning products or in our personal care products, think makeup, lotions, potions, all the things, perfumes that we all use, those are linked to asthma, to cancer, and to other really challenging health issues. Understanding that we can't control what we come into contact with outside of our homes, we can make safer choices and bring safer options into our homes. I'm going to introduce Sarah next, and Sarah's going to talk to you about some of the things that we can do, some of the solutions we have. So Sarah, it's all yours.
Thanks, Jules. Hi guys, good evening. I'm so grateful you are all here. I'm in Casper, Wyoming. It's super windy here, so we're praying we don't lose our power. We keep losing our power. So if so, Jules is gonna have to really pivot tonight. So let's dive into this slide. So many people turn to supplements as a solution. As a matter of fact, over 75% of American adults use supplements. However, mislabeling fillers and binding substances in supplements make it hard to trust what we're taking. A 9-year study by the FDA detected contaminants in 776 dietary supplements that were marketed by 146 companies. Another study of 3 leading memory supplements found that 2 of them didn't even contain the active ingredient listed on the label. How sad, you guys. So sad that we can just market that. In case you hadn't guessed, the supplement industry is not heavily regulated. This might leave us feeling frustrated and not knowing where to turn, but there's always hope. Before we go on, let's take a moment to assess our health. In the chat, so she talked about that earlier, I want you guys to share the numbers of any health issues you or someone you know might like solutions for. So for me, it's definitely going to be number 1. Right now, number 3. All right. Sometimes it lets me see the chat when I'm doing slides. Awesome. Okay, so now let's look at some of the solutions that are tailored for you guys. Earlier we mentioned we would talk about 2 different approaches tonight. We talked about the modern approach, which focuses on symptoms. So now it's time to talk about the natural approach. This is my kind of approach. This approach focuses on root causes and uses plant-based solutions, which are gentler on the body and come with fewer side effects. doTERRA's commitment to research ensures we are working with top-tier health solutions that support our foundational health and wellness. Lifelong Vitality supports wellness with antioxidant protection, bone health, metabolism, support, immune strength, and much more. With its affordable cost, it's the perfect daily investment in your wellness. The Lifelong Vitality Pack is a convenient capsule option. And it has these 3 bottles, and I also want to note that Luke actually takes them in the sachets as well. So it has all of the pills you need for your first dose or second dose. Introducing VMG Plus, and I'm super excited about this. This is not your grandmother's green juice. VMG Plus features over 90 high-quality ingredients, including whole food vitamins, minerals, fruits, vegetables, digestive enzymes, probiotics, CPTG, so certified pure, tested grade essential oils, and other beneficial nutrients. And I also want to highlight, when I talk about VMG, everybody forgets what it means. So VMG, vitamins, minerals, greens. It's a clean, vegan, and gluten-free formula that delivers essential macro and micronutrients that our body relies upon. These nutrients support daily energy levels, immune system function, gut health and digestion. That's huge. Liver function, hormone function, and brain function. The best part is that it is easy to incorporate into our daily routine, and it tastes phenomenal. All right, now I'm going to ask JLo to share her Lifelong Vitality testimonial, please.
Hey everyone, good evening, Sarah. Thank you. Just wanted to share that I have been using VMG ever since we got it at convention, and I am in love with it. I feel more energetic. It's just giving me that extra boost that I need throughout the day, and I don't have to consume all the vitamins. And Pat really likes it too, because he's always had a difficult time with swallowing pills. And so the VMG Plus is wonderful, just really, really, really good. My numbers for diabetes have dropped extremely well with the VMG, along with the other protocols that I'm doing. And it's really brought me down in the morning to really some good numbers that I'm actually feeling happy and willing to go to work instead of having one foot in the door and one foot out the other. So it's been really, really good.
And I want to note, you guys, she's a teacher. So when she says that, she's dealing with children. So if she has enough energy, that is huge for us. Thank you, JLo. Thanks for sharing that. All right, guys, I invite you to take a look at this slide. You'll see some interesting statistics here. These clinical trial results are based on blood work taken before and after subjects took doTERRA's lifelong vitality supplements for 2 months while continuing with their normal diet and exercise habits. Notice the improvements that are experienced when clean, bioavailable nutrients like LLV, lifelong vitality, are added. Whether we choose VMG Plus or LLV, we can be assured of knowing we are starting our day with a good foundation to build on. I invite you to consider VMG Plus or LLV as part of your household food budget. It costs less than a cup of coffee at your favorite coffee place, and when you take advantage, did you guys see that? Advantage of our rewards program, you'll save even more. Now let's talk about the importance of omegas. These essential fatty acids are crucial nutrients for maintaining overall health and vitality. They play a vital role in our heart health, cell growth, brain development, skin, eye and metabolic health, muscle activity, immune function, and joint health. Because the body can't produce these essential nutrients on its own, it must be obtained through diet. That's where E-Omega Plus comes in, filling this nutritional gap by providing a convenient source of essential fatty acids to support optimal bodily functions. I absolutely love these two, guys. My boys pop them in their mouth and they're delightful. Now let's look at gut health. So any of you know me, you know gut health is number one for me. Our gut biome plays a significant role in our overall health and well-being. It's often referred to as our second brain, and there's a book out there. Go look for it, it's phenomenal. The gut is vital in everything from our weight, to our immune function, to our skin health, to our mental health, wellness. doTERRA's PB Restore delivers 30 pre, pro, and postbiotics for optimal gut health. When we keep our gut biome filled with healthy, good bacteria, then unhealthy bacteria has a much harder time doing its dirty work. Terrazyme digestive enzymes are specialized proteins that function as catalysts in almost all cellular functions and chemical reactions in the body. They play a critical role in growth, healing, and reproduction. They're also necessary for breathing, thinking, immune function, hormone regulation, detoxification, food nutrient digestion, and conversion of nutrients into energy, as well as many other functions. Digestive enzymes are a critical piece of our health and wellness foundation. Remember how we talked about chronic inflammation being called the silent killer? doTERRA's frankincense capsules contain a resin that has been shown to be supportive in creating a healthy inflammatory response. Frankincense capsules offer joint and antioxidant support and protection. I also want to note, they have literally taken the edge off. I am not cranky, so these frankincense capsules are legit. All right, guys, I'm going to introduce Jules to take over the next section.
Thanks, Sarah. All right, so take a look at this slide. When we say that 6.8% of US adults have optimal cardiometabolic health, it simply means that only a really small portion of us have a strong combination of a healthy heart, good blood sugar, good blood pressure, cholesterol, and a healthy body weight. Optimal health in these areas lowers the risk of heart disease and diabetes and lots of other health-related issues, but only 6.8% of us land there. So that means 93% of us are outside of that. we have an issue that we're dealing with, at least one. So with only 6.8% of us in this category, we have, most of us, these factors that increase risk of serious health concerns. So did you know that 3 out of 4 Americans age 65 plus either have diabetes or they're pre-diabetic? And it's estimated that 1 out of 6 of those don't even know that they have diabetes or that they are pre-diabetic. That is just super frightening. With 3 million cases of undiagnosed people, managing our metabolic health has never been more critical. Let's explore how doTERRA solutions can support that metabolic wellness and get us out of that 93% and get us focusing toward that 6.8%. This is our MetaPWR Metabolic System. This, I don't know that I could tell you it's my favorite, but it definitely has one of my very favorite products in it. And I think this is a line that is super, super beneficial and supportive for everyone. We need to understand that we can't do anything about our chronological age or how long we're actually on this planet from the day we're born to the day we die. We can't do anything about that. That's our chronological age. But we can do something about our metabolic age, which is our health span. In other words, how healthy we live and how quickly or slowly we're aging from that cellular level. We can influence that. Study shows that the average American will spend the last 14 years of our life in a state of declining health with difficult completing simple everyday tasks. But what if we could rewrite that? What if we could change that story? As we age, so does our metabolic function. So does how our cells are aging. It starts declining at the age of 25. So our metabolism influences everything from energy to weight to body composition, even our brain function. The stronger and healthier our metabolic function, the better we're going to feel from the inside out, and the better our body is going to perform from the inside out. This MetaPWR system was specifically designed to tackle poor cardiometabolic health, to tackle what 93% of us are dealing with. It's the first and only system that works to support a healthy metabolism. It helps to curb cravings. It helps to balance our blood sugar levels evenly throughout the whole day, not just like after a meal, but evenly throughout the whole day. And it naturally promotes and supports cellular energy, like what's happening in the cell. This is my favorite piece in this entire system. This is our MetaPWR Advantage. This is the collagen, and it contains 9 different types of marine collagen. 70% of those are in a tripeptide form, which makes them 12 times more absorbable than any of the other collagens on the marketplace. Advantage comes in small, little freeze-dried packets that we dump into water, like 4 to 6 ounces of water. We mix it up and we drink it. Just cold or cool water, though, not into hot. And then what we can expect with MetaPWR Advantage is that it's going to help promote that healthy biological aging. It's going to help improve the health span and that energy production in our cells, in those aging cells. It activates our longevity genes. It also is going to improve our cognitive function. It's going to support and help us maintain lean muscle mass. It's going to help improve and strengthen our connective tissues in our body. It's going to help improve our skin density, elasticity, and firmness. This, for me, when we talked about which one of those areas that we might need help in, this has been a game changer for me, because inflammation is something that too much inflammation is something that I deal with all the time. And this product is one I will never be without. Let's take a look at these pictures on the slide. We've put some before and after shots here for you. Take a look at the woman on the upper left here. You can see that she has a mole on her chest there. And in March of 2023, she began using the MetaPWR system. And you can see a marked visible difference between March of 2023 to 10 months later of using MetaPWR. That mole has faded considerably. And then look at the guy in the lower left part of your screen. He saw an improvement in skin elasticity, in darker hair growth, and that's actually happened to a couple of customers of mine. They experienced darker hair growth as well. And when he had his blood work taken after just 3 weeks on the MetaPWR system, he had a 40-point decrease in his cholesterol numbers. He had a 25-point decrease in his LDLs, and he also had a 57-point decrease in his triglycerides. So now jump over to the woman that's kind of on the main body of the screen, but right side of your screen. After 4 months, just 4 months of using the MetaPWR system, she was down 15 pounds. She noted that she had smoother skin, her muscle tone was better, and she had an overall improvement in how her joints were feeling, which has been my experience as well. And she also said, I'm not experiencing any winter blues. So again, it even helped with that metabolic thing that happens in our brain that can give us that seasonal sad distress order. All right. So I just told you that MetaPWR made a huge difference for me in the inflammation in my body and that I won't be without it. I want to take a minute here to look at this next slide. This is our own Candace Wines, and Candace gave us permission to use this. She told me she was feeling brave, so she gave us permission to share this. This is Candace's before and after picture. This is 2022, before she started using MetaPWR. And I can tell you, I remember just a couple of months after she started taking MetaPWR, when I would join her on her lives or she would be on one of our Zooms, I was shocked. I could see such a difference in her skin. And so she did a before and after for us. And that is 2022 to 2024. And look at the difference in her skin tone. It evened out. She has fewer fine lines and wrinkles. And you can see she's got a smile on her face in the bottom one. I can see why she's smiling. It made a huge difference. So Candace, thanks for letting us share that. Appreciate you. All right, so now I'm going to turn this back to Sarah, and Sarah's going to talk to you about the doTERRA difference when we're talking about essential oils. So back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Jules. We sound like news anchors. I love it. All right, guys, independent lab tests show that the majority of essential oil brands available to consumers are not pure. When an essential oil is truly pure, it doesn't include fillers. There are no synthetic ingredients, fragrances, or perfumes, and there's no dilution. doTERRA is the well-known and established industry leader in certified pure tested grade essential oils. Over 54 different purity and consistency tests are done on each batch of doTERRA essential oils. doTERRA essential oils can be used topically, aromatically, and some can be used internally. For internal use, simply look for the supplemental facts on the label. People turn to doTERRA because they want safe, affordable, and effective solutions for their family's health. Let's look at what that means. We know that many pharmaceuticals and over-the-counter products bring risks, side effects, and addictions. And we know that most essential oils on the market have contaminants, making even aromatic and topical use risky. Let's look at what happened to these little girls. These girls were staying with their grandmother, as we would say here, their Nana, and they were used to applying doTERRA lavender on their chest at night before bedtime. Grandma didn't have doTERRA lavender, but she did have a bottle of lavender oil from another company. She applied some of it to the girl's chest, and unfortunately, it caused chemical burns and scarring. This story isn't meant to startle you, but it highlights the importance of purity. doTERRA created the Certified Pure Tested Grade, CPTG, standard to set a new bar for safety, ensuring no contaminants, additives, or fillers. So I want you to imagine a medicine cabinet. Maybe we should all close our eyes. With safe, non-addictive, and effective oils for life's small emergencies. Here's our top 5 medicine cabinet basics: lavender, lemon, peppermint, digestin, and breathe. We find ourselves reaching for at least one of these oils daily as we learn how supportive they can be. For me, it's digestin. Digestin is a staple in this house. I know we're going to state the obvious with the digestive girl here, but digestin for me is also sinuses. Sinuses, I just put a T on my face with digestin and it takes care of anything sinus. We use it on all of our animals as well. So we just dilute it and we'll put it on their bellies. We put it on all of our sheep and goats,
Yeah,
but with
you changed the slide slightly, so it is.
oh, Diane, you're not muted. So with digestin, what I really like is that I can use it on the kiddos. So when Levi is having some issues, when he's going too often and Jeremiah's not going enough, it works for both of those boys. All right, guys, so here's some favorite oils that provide natural immune support. Oregano, tea tree, on guard, and frankincense. These are what we call the big beds. So for us, it's going to be all of them in our house, but if I have to pick one, it's definitely going to be on guard because it's one of those true all for me. It goes in my tea, it goes in on everybody's feet. We do a ton of blends with on guard. We spray our pumpkins with it when we carve pumpkins. You guys, this is our cure-all for everything that you can think of. So as you guys can see on the screen, take a screenshot of that if you guys need some more ideas for those oils. When we look at solutions for pain and inflammation, we have a complete line of Deep Blue products. Deep Blue soothes muscle, back and joint pain, arthritis, gout, bruises, swelling, growing pains, broken bones, sprains, and more. Copaiba has anti-inflammatory properties that can increase Deep Blue's pain-relieving effects. It also supports cardiovascular, immune, digestive, and nervous system health. And I do want to highlight some of these oils that I've already talked about are in the BOGOs tomorrow. For mood and emotional support, here are 3 of our favorites: adaptive, balance, and serenity. And if I have to pick one, it's going to be balance. So balance for us, you guys, we put it on our feet every single morning. If you guys were in this house, you would make fun because all of us have our socks off. We put balance. And then I take 3 deep breaths of balance. It goes everywhere with me. If you see my videos, I also take balance with me to the dentist. I have huge anxiety, so I take balance and adaptive with me. But balance is one of our core, I would say, gateway oils in this house. All right, guys, I'm going to introduce Jules again.
Awesome. So you see this little keychain on the screen, and if I had been more organized, I would have had that little keychain with me right here, but it's in the car. This little keychain is something that is my little mini traveling kit. It ensures that no matter where I go, I have everything that I need. And you can get one of these free as well. All you have to do is host a workshop like this in your home or online, and invite 5 new friends to our Monday night workshop, or invite 5 new friends to our Monday night workshop, and you'll receive a keychain from your host as a thank you. So talk to the person who invited you here tonight, and they can give you more information about that. But these are really great, handy little tools to have on the go. I know Sarah has one in her truck, in her husband's truck, and both her boys have one on their backpacks. So this is something that you'll use all the time. So you definitely want one of these. Hosting a workshop is super, super simple. And I want you to know that it's easy as inviting like 5 people to your house, or like to an online thing like this. And you get to share your benefits that you've received from doTERRA products, or if you're new to it, you know, whoever your host is, they'll be able to share their stories, and they'll be able to explain to people why this has made such a difference in their life. So this is how you can share the benefits of doTERRA with your friends and family, those that you care about. All right, I want to share my story about how I landed here with doTERRA, and I'll be as brief as I can. I have been a practicing massage therapist, rehab therapist, and like health coach for over 30 years. As my body started to break down and I realized I wasn't going to be able to do that physical kind of work anymore, I was looking for a way to transition into something else. I had always used essential oils. I had heard about doTERRA, but I thought they were just another essential oil company. So a client of mine brought in a little bottle of Deep Blue one day and asked me if I would use it. And I used it on her. And the minute I opened that bottle of oil and I smelled it, I thought, I have my hands on something different than I've ever used before. And I had been using essential oils for over 25 years. And I knew intuitively and instinctively that this was something different than I'd ever used before. I used it on her. I could tell a difference in how her tissues were responding underneath my hands. I used it on other clients the rest of the day. I went home that night and I got my own account so that I could have my own bottle of Deep Blue and my own Deep Blue products. And then that just opened a door to sharing even more. And the thing it did for me is it allowed me to transition out of that practice that I had had for so long and that I loved. I loved helping people, and it allowed me to continue to help people without taxing my body. And it also introduced me to a whole new world of friends that I would never have met were it not for that one little bottle of Deep Blue oil. So it is just the best thing, I think, that's happened to me, and our home will never be without doTERRA products. It's a great way if you're wanting to earn a little bit of money. It's a great way to earn a little bit of money. It's a great way to work towards earning a lot of money. And it's a great way to support your health and your family's health and wellness naturally, without any downsides, without any side effects. So if it's of interest to you, reach out to whoever invited you here and get all of your questions answered, because that's what we love to do. All right, we have a survey that we'd like to ask you to take. For those of you who are new here, we'd like you to complete this survey. Sarah, I don't have that link up. Can you share the link by chance? I don't have it up. I thought I did, but I don't. There'll be a link. You can either screenshot this and use that QR code, or Sarah's going to see if she can find the link and drop it into the chat. But fill out that survey, and it's really simple. But what it will do is it will help whoever invited you to this. They will get a copy of that survey, and then they'll be able to help you get exactly what you need to support you in the best way possible. And they'll be able to give you different ideas and different suggestions for those things that those challenges that you or someone in your family is dealing with. So that's what this survey is all about. So if you just fill that out for us, that would be super, super great. And your host or your person that invited you will really appreciate that information, and they'll be able to help you the best that they can. All right. If this is your first time joining us, we're super grateful to have you. Sarah and I have both said that throughout this. We both started off talking about that. And what we want you to do is we want you to watch your email inbox for 2 different digital resources that will be sent to you from the person who invited you here tonight. You'll be receiving ebooks that are full of information about the MetaPWR system and also about lifelong vitality. It has all the details about each one of those lines for you to get all your questions answered. And as we learned tonight, our body heals from the inside out. It's an amazing healing machine. And we can do lots of things to support that when we give it the right tools. So that's what we hope that you gained out of this tonight. And we're super, super glad that you joined us. We truly appreciate that you've taken the time out of your day to come and hang out with us. We know that it's probably really hard to get motivated to do that on a Monday night, but we appreciate that you're here. And most importantly, we want to thank you for investing that time in yourself to be here and in your wellness. It's inspiring to see so many of you here and to see so many of you open to understanding more about what you can do to up-level your baseline health and improve your baseline health. We hope you feel empowered and encouraged by all the things that we shared here tonight. We hope that you have a lot of questions and that you'll ask, you'll reach out, you'll ask, you'll get them answered. And we want you to know that, again, if you screenshot this little QR code right here, or if you just want to save the Zoom link that you got tonight, you can tune in with us every Monday night at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. We're here every single Monday night. We're here every Tuesday night with a continuing education class, 8 different classes every Tuesday night. We go through different classes and deep dive into things. Tomorrow night, we're going to deep dive and talk about the BOGOs that are coming up. So you want to make sure that you join us then. Again, same time, starts at 5:30 Pacific, and follow the time zone across the country. And that just jump in here. And then Wednesday night, we have a roundtable talk that is unrecorded, and you are just going to be invited to come in and sit down at our Zoom roundtable and get all your questions asked without having to worry about it being recorded and maybe someone hearing you ask that question that you don't want them to hear it on a recording. It's just a great way to sit down in a safe space and get your questions answered. So we're here to support you on your wellness journey, and we're going to do it every step of the way. That's it. Thanks so much for joining. Haley, you can stop the recording if you would.